It's your boy DZ. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video. Hey man, Young Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, wants Judge Glanville removed from the bench. He wants him to remove from the case. He doesn't want him to hear the hearing of him holding him in contempt of court. And the lawyer filed a motion to the Supreme Court for them to hear him contesting the contempt, because the judge sentenced him to jail time. So Young Thug's lawyer put a motion in that'll be heard by the Supreme Court, but Brian Steele is not laying down. The judge tried to get him to admit to where he got the information from, and Brian Steele said no, N-O. And he was right. The judge was wrong. It was a situation where the judge was wrong. But I want y'all to check this out from the Law and Crime so y'all can see what they talking about. Now, I'm going to talk about it some more, but the judge knows he was wrong. He had a meeting with the witness without the defense present and didn't expect the defense to know, and got upset when he found out that the defense know. But check this out.
How did you get that information supposedly from my chambers? Did somebody tell you?
I'm not. You should have told me. You got 5 minutes.
The lawyers for Jeffrey Williams, the rapper known as Young Thug, asked the judge to recuse himself, and they asked for a mistrial following that heated hearing where attorney Brian Steele was held in contempt. I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix. There have been a couple of developments in the contempt of court saga in Young Thug's case since last week. You'll recall that Judge Earl Glanville held Brian Steele in contempt after he refused to reveal how he found out about an ex parte meeting with the state's star witness, Kenneth Lil Woody Copeland, after he was sworn in but then refused to testify.
Mr. Steele, I am going to hold you still hold you in summary criminal contempt.
Now, Brian Steele maintains that he did nothing wrong and that Judge Glanville shouldn't be presiding over his contempt matters or the trial for that matter because of the meeting held in chambers without the defense last Monday. It's called an ex parte hearing. Steele and his co-counsel Keith Adams called it a star chamber. Meanwhile, the prosecution says the hearing was not improper.
We certainly have the right to request ex parte communications. That's why we ask that the court reporter be present. This is a matter that the defendants did not have a right to be a part of, as this was a matter regarding a civil contempt that the court imposed upon a person for not obeying the court's directive.
This is a law and crime legal alert. Google Incognito tracked users' browsing data without their knowledge. Mass Tort Alliance, one of our legal sponsors, is helping users file for compensation due to Google users' privacy issues surrounding Google Incognito. If you've used Google Incognito anytime since 2016, you can start your claim in less than 10 questions. Just log on to incognitoclaims.com/crimefix. Judge Glanville was there for the meeting in his chambers, along with prosecutors, some court staff, deputies.
Ma'am,
Do you want to be here?
I'm here.
Okay. Are you going to let me ask you some questions?
Okay.
How old are you?
Grown.
Okay, what does grown mean?
I'm an adult.
Okay. And when you say you're an adult, what number in years are you?
I plead the fifth.
Steele and his co-counsel filed this motion asking Judge Glanville to recuse himself over this entire affair because of the meeting held with Lil Woody in Glanville's chambers last Monday. Steele and Adams wrote that Copeland, Lil Woody, made factual admissions during the meeting, and statements were made to the witness by the court and the prosecutors acting in concert about the amount of time Mr. Copeland could be held in custody on the contempt. the court denied undersigned counsel's request for the transcript of the ex parte meeting and denied the timely motion for mistrial based upon this improper and illegal ex parte meeting, which violated Mr. Williams' constitutional and statutory rights, including the right to due process, a fair trial, a fair tribunal, ethical prosecutors, and the right to be present at every critical stage of the proceeding under the Georgia Constitution. Steele and Adams also asked for a mistrial in this new motion. Judge Glanville took up the matter first thing Tuesday morning and found the motion and affidavit were filed in a timely manner. But he said he's not recusing himself or granting a mistrial for that matter.
The court finds that upon a review of Mr. Steele's motion and affidavit, as well as Mr. Banks' motion and affidavit, that both contain assertions bare assertions and legal conclusions which aren't sufficient for the court to grant your motion at this point in time and refer it to another judge for it to be heard. So I'm going to deny the motion at this point in time. I invite you all to look at Baptiste versus the state. Just because adverse rulings have been made doesn't mean that the court stops the trial. So I'm going to make that. I'll reduce both of the motions to recuse to an order, and I will file that so you can take whatever steps you need to necessarily after that.
Brian Steele responded, putting Judge Glanville and the prosecution on notice.
We assert not a bare assertion or a legal conclusion, but we make facts that we specifically adopt from the Honorable Attorney Winchester, Collins, Banks, Nove, and Mormon's motion, where a person that they represent was in a meeting, ex parte, with the court and others, and the prosecutor and a witness, and specifically they wrote in a pleading and under Parrish, which is P-A-R-R-I-S-H versus State, which is 362 Georgia Appeal, 392 Division 1, 2022. The lawyer's pleading on behalf of the client becomes a statement of the client. And they said that this court got involved with speaking with Mr. Copeland and assisted in Mr. Copeland testifying against Mr. Williams. So I've added this court to the witness list. I plan on calling the court as a witness in the trial. I added lawyers Hilton and Love from the district attorney's office to the witness list. And when I cross-examine Mr. Copeland, when that day comes, I'm going to ask him about how much pressure, if any, the court put on him. And you're going to be the one instructing the jury. And I just can't imagine how that's fair to Mr. Williams.
So Brian Steele is saying he may call Judge Glanville as a witness, along with members of the prosecution team. Can you imagine? Steele's claiming Judge Glanville made himself a witness because of this hearing. So what about that transcript of the ex parte meeting? Brian Steele's been asking for it now for a week.
I've read your affidavit, Mr. Steele, and I've consumed everything on it, and that doesn't change my ruling at this point in time, respectfully.
I also, on the transcript, I'd like the recordings and the transcript, and I object to the court going through it and deleting, because to me, the way I understand it, there is zero privilege. So I don't understand
I'm
how.
not going to, Mr. Steele, I can't argue with you about anything such as I've made my ruling, okay? If you have some other basis to ask for the recordings or anything like that, you're going to have to put those in some other pleading. But at this point, Ms. Weaver is going to prepare the record. She does that. And like I said earlier, the record should be ready soon. And you all, as a defense group, will have the opportunity to take a look at that particular ex parte transcript that was done in chambers. Unless anything that is totally that the court considers to be privileged. And I'm going to let you do that before you examine Mr. Copeland. So you'll have everything that you have at that point in time.
So now the defense attorneys will actually get the transcript of the meeting, at least a part of it. So I want to bring in two people to discuss this matter. The first is Judge Robert Peeler. He sits on the Court of Common Pleas in Warren County, Ohio, and Daryl Cohen. He's an attorney based in Atlanta. So Judge Peeler, I'll start with you. Your thoughts on Brian Steele telling the judge or asking the judge, to recuse himself and asking for a mistrial. The judge, of course, this morning denied that request. He said, I'm not going to recuse myself. But your thoughts on this whole mess?
Well, my thoughts are based on, first of all, the fact that I am a judge in Ohio, and states differ somewhat as far as the ethical rules and also the legality of these matters. I can't really say specifically anything about this case or what's happening other than in general, I can talk about process and procedure.
What are your thoughts on this whole issue of having the ex parte hearing without the defense present, in which Kenneth Copeland was represented by counsel, and then there's this discussion about what will happen if he doesn't testify? He's told he could be held until the end of the trial, possibly even longer, and he's being told what could happen if he doesn't testify, and then the defense wasn't told about this hearing. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, any type of ex parte conference is always questionable. There are reasons that a judge can have an ex parte communication, but generally you want both attorneys present for that. And it would, in my opinion, as a judge, I would certainly want both attorneys there. If there's some specific reason why an attorney would not be involved, such as if someone's life was in danger, then I would certainly want to make a good record of that, because these are generally always reviewed. Different issues here. First of all, the legality of what's happening. Second, the contempt issue is a totally separate matter. Mm-hmm. So I would just want to be very careful about any ex parte conference or communication.
I want to bring up the Judicial Code of Conduct for Georgia, and it's Conduct 2.9, and this is what the defense cites. It says, assuring fair hearings and averting ex parte communication, and it talks about when these things can be held. And it says, when circumstances require ex parte communications, and they're authorized for scheduling, administrative purposes, or emergencies that do not deal with substantive matters or issues on the merits, provided that A, the judge reasonably believes that no party will gain a procedural, substantive, or tactical advantage as a result of the ex parte communication, and B, the judge makes provision promptly to notify all other parties of the substance of the ex parte communication and gives the parties an opportunity to respond. So in court, Judge Glanville last week was furious that Brian Steele even found out about this, because he said, this happened in my chambers. We had a court reporter there. Nothing was wrong with this. We were discussing potential contempt of court for this witness. And so you didn't really have a right to be there. A transcript was taken. Brian Steele disagrees. But it sounds a little bit sticky, Judge. I mean, it sounds sticky from where we all sit, but what are your thoughts just basically as a judge? Do you think this is something that should have happened?
Well, as a judge, I'm always very cautious about any ex parte communication. It's frowned upon and it's generally prohibited. There are exceptions, and the question is whether or not this exception has been met. Any exception has been met. That's my general response.
Mm-hmm. So, Daryl, you're down there in Atlanta. You're sometimes in Judge Glanville's courtroom. This has been a big deal. It's been in the press a lot over the last week or so. We've covered it. A lot of outlets have covered it. And Brian Steele was held in contempt. He doesn't believe Judge Glanville should be presiding over anything having to do with the contempt issue because he's a witness. He also thinks the judge should be recusing himself from the trial, anything having to do with this. Judge Glanville said this morning, well, that's not happening. I'm staying on this case. So he said he was going to write up an order for that. But your thoughts on the ex parte communication as an attorney, somebody who practices down there in Fulton County. I mean, the attorney for Kenneth Copeland outlines in this document what happened in that meeting. And Lil Woody said, you know, I don't want to testify, and this is why. He then made some statements apparently about statements of fact, and then said, you know, I'm going to get up there and testify since you're saying I could be held indefinitely because of this, but everything I'm going to say is going to be a lie. And then he gets up on the stand, and now he's in the middle of days-long testimony. But your thoughts on this whole thing as an attorney who practices down there?
To start with, I'm very disturbed. But this is not what I call a PFA. This is not pick from air. This has happened since the very beginning of this trial, which is the longest trial that has ever taken place in the state of Georgia. I think what is happening, a little separate and apart from this, is Judge Glanville is trying to take back his courtroom. As people who have followed this know, he's had problems with the assistant DA where there was virtually a shouting match. My view, he should have said one more word, you're going to be in contempt. He didn't do that. So now he has an ex parte hearing in his courtroom. And in my view, that it was not appropriate. Brian Steele, how he found out, my guess would be a deputy sheriff or a member of the judge's staff, with a limited number of people that could have said something. And when
or Little Woody's lawyer.
I'm sorry?
Little Woody's lawyer, Caleb Bumpus, could have told him.
Could have been him. But regardless of who it was, Judge Glanville was insistent, I want to know who told you. I think that Brian Steele's conduct in the courtroom, as we saw it on video, was appropriate. He was nice. He was respectful. He said no, spelled N-O, not K-N-O-W. And so when Judge Glanville said, I'll give you 5 minutes, and Brian Steele said, no, I'm not going to do it. And so the fact that he was found in contempt, I think Judge Glanville was wrong. It was inappropriate. And the fact that Brian Steele is asking that Judge Glanville not preside over the contempt, I think is appropriate. I'm not a judge. My view, nothing more, nothing less.
And Brian Steele, you know, he filed for a supersedious bond with the Georgia Appellate Court, the Supreme Court. That was granted, so he's not having to spend his weekends in jail.
Yet.
So Judge Peeler is throwing a defense attorney in jail for contempt over an issue like this. I mean, is that pretty extreme? I mean, what are your views on that as far as sending an attorney to jail for 10 weekends in a row? I mean, it sounds very severe. And he was very upset because Brian Steele found out about something that happened in his chambers. And he wanted to know where the information came from. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, first of all, from a judicial point, this appears to be a high pressure matter that has gone on for an extremely long time. It wears on a judge, and controlling the courtroom is difficult. It doesn't have to be a case of this nature. Anytime you have adversaries and good adversaries, there's a lot of pressure. So judges find themselves, I know I do often, working hard to try and maintain a cool, calm disposition. And you can't always. So you have to keep that in mind. It's a difficult thing to do. It's easier for us to sit here and look at it and discuss it than it is to actually live it. Second, contempt, our powers of contempt exist, but in Ohio, I look at appellate decisions and they expect the judge to be very patient and to be very careful in exercising the power of contempt. It's a criminal offense. So anytime someone's held in contempt, it's a serious matter. It's easy again to talk about this, but I always find myself wanting to take a break and think about it for a minute, because I don't want to do something that I would regret, because once we do, we sort of are entrenched there. So when an appellate court in Ohio reviews a judge's conduct, and it's close as far as whether or not the judge has exacerbated the situation, whether or not the judge has been fair in the treatment of the individual, if it's a tie, in my opinion, the judge is going to lose here. So that's what I try to be mindful of. We are expected to hold ourselves at a bit of a higher level than an advocate, because the attorneys have a job to do, and they need to be able to do that job. And it's different if there's a misrepresentation. It's different as to if the attorneys is impeding the efficient administration of justice. You have to keep those things in mind. Otherwise, contempt is something you should, as a judge, you should be very careful about.
Interesting. So, Daryl, what do you see kind of happening with this? I mean, you're down there in Atlanta, you're in the courthouse. I mean, gosh, this is a mess. I mean, I'm sorry, but looking at it from the outside, just watching it unfold, you now have Young Thug on trial, his attorney, and has a beef with the judge and the attorney. I mean, they're going back and forth and they're trying to be professional, but that still impacts the case itself. And it's just a mess. So does Brian Steele end up winning this fight or not?
I don't think anyone wins this fight. If I were predicting, I would say he will have his contempt overturned, but there's more to it than this. What does the jury know? Obviously, the jury was not in the courtroom, but they are not having earplugs and eye blocks. They are going to hear about this and how that's going to affect the way they think about the court, the way they think about the judge, the way they think about the advocates. We'll never know until the end, and maybe not even then. So this is a soap opera. Judge Glanville might have been better off saying, I'm going to recuse myself. He could wash his hands, but on the other hand, he's doing the professional thing by saying, I want to stay there. I want to continue to preside on it. But this case is so unpredictable. It's predictably unpredictable. And we don't know what's going to happen next. There have been lawyers arrested. There have been drugs passed in that courtroom. I mean, it is awful. But when you're the judge and you're wearing the black robe, unless you're in Florida, maybe a purple robe, you have to take and keep control of that courtroom. And that's part, in my view, and always has been, of your job as his or her honor. And you have to maintain that presence. And if somebody, whoever he or she may be, gets out of line, you have to control them. And you have to let them know in a measured way that it's your courtroom and it's the public's courtroom, and you have to maintain that demeanor. I'm not happy with what's going on. I have no comment about the evidence or the lack of evidence. I'm just not happy with the way that proceeding has been taking place and seems to be continuing.
Judge Glanville said this morning, Judge Peeler, that he's going to go through this transcript and determine what should be released to the defense. And Brian Steele wants the entire transcript. What do you think of that? Do you think that maybe the entire transcript should be released, you know, to err on the side of transparency, given what's happened?
Well, again, transparency is good as long as there's no danger posed. There's a remedy for all the things that we're discussing. If someone feels the judge is acting improperly or should be taken off the case, in Ohio, there's an affidavit for disqualification that can be filed. That's the remedy. If you ask the judge to recuse herself or himself, and that the judge gives it his best as far as making a determination as to whether or not that should happen, there's a remedy. You file that with the Supreme Court here. The same thing for the contempt proceedings. It sounds like that happened. In any contempt proceeding, you can appeal it and request a stay, and then have cooler heads prevail in the situation. So that's my thought is if you need to follow the proper procedure that's been set up. And when you're in the middle of a trial, it's a lot more difficult because you don't want to continue proceedings forever.
Yeah, of course.
Can I jump in and just say one thing?
To go forever. Daryl, should Judge Glanville release the entire transcript and not just what he said or parts of it?
My view, if you have nothing to hide, then hide nothing. When you hide something, it makes it appear that there's a reason that you're hiding it and it's nefarious as opposed to appropriate. I think the entire transcript needs to be released, period, the end.
Interesting.
Yeah, Judge Glanville should definitely release the entire transcript. The judge knows that it was improper for him to hold the meeting without the defense present. So he should release all the transcript. If there's nothing wrong inside the transcripts, why wouldn't he want to release them? But the judge has been biased in this case the whole entire time. And the world is seeing this. So he's not able to see his presentation, but other people are. And he's making a lot of decisions where he knows that he needs to be fair on both sides, but he's putting it where as though he's going with the prosecution. So the judge knows he should have recused himself. So we're going to see what Young Thug's lawyer, by putting these motions in, if he's going to be honored, if they're going to be granted, because Judge Glanville has abused his power to the max. And the case has took a turn. Their star witness says he doesn't remember anything, says he doesn't recall anything, and that everything he said inside the interrogation room was a lie. So it's not looking good for that witness for the prosecution. So Judge Glanville needs to remove himself, but this case is definitely all over the place, and it's in favor of Young Thug, being as though it's going this way. So, I mean, what y'all feel about the case? Do y'all feel that Judge Glanville was right for the way he handled the case, meeting with a witness in private without the defense, putting the pressure on the witness to testify, letting him know if you don't testify, you're going to go to jail? They know they can't do that. If he don't testify, they go through the process, hold him in contempt and go through the process, lock him up until the case is over, or if he testifies, let him out. But you don't put the pressure on him and try to coerce him to testify and tell him like you're going to go to jail. You can't do that. So the judge was wrong in that situation. But it's another Georgia judge that we about to talk about, and she got arrested at the nightclub after it was over. The officer said that she put her hands on him. The judge started talking about Jesus and a whole bunch of other things, I think, to try to deflect what happened. And you know, she's a judge, so she feels that when something goes wrong, she shouldn't be in trouble for it. But I want y'all to check it out. I'm going to go to the video, and I'm going to let y'all check this one out. Yeah, this was a deep one right here. Yeah, this one right here was a deep one, because the judge was acting out, and she know she went too far in the situation. The judge knows she went too far in the situation, so I'm going to let y'all...
Remember what happened?
I wasn't driving, sir.
I didn't say...
The last person that ever tried me like this died 30 days later. I pray for you. Regardless, wise, where I be in here with Young Thug. I ain't Woody.
Yeah.
Where in the world is this man going? I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. You a lie. You're a liar.
I'm telling you what I'm telling you.
You're accusing me of, and you're a liar.
Let him go. Let him
And that's on me.
Just punch the cop. No, I did not. Go get my purse.
Christina, I have your stuff. I got it.
Thank you, baby. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Where's your purse? I got it. Back up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
She was helping the girl out. She punched the girl.
I didn't punch. No, I didn't. No, I don't punch niggas. Don't touch me.
You're gonna get
resistance. No, I did not. You, are you? You punched them. No, I didn't. I didn't punch me.
Okay.
Are you serious?
What I don't understand is the guy was punching the girl.
You pushed that lady.
He pushed that girl.
Record. Record, please. Record please. Are you serious?
She was trying to help out the girl.
He was
that girl was getting slugged by a dude.
That is, record, please. Please.
I'm just taking it to the G.
And he took off my...
All right, Chris.
Put me in front. Christina, you told me to record you? I said.
All right, yes.
Okay. Officer. Did you give them your name? No. Christina Peterson. No. Where's my purse? I got everything. Thank you. What happened, officer? Can you tell me what happened, please? She was trying to help another girl.
Okay, if I come there, why are you swinging on me?
She was trying to help another girl that was fighting. A man was beating a girl. Please don't arrest her.
Nobody did anything. That girl, that dude.
Because a guy was beating.
Wait. That's it.
That's my friend.
Hold up.
Please.
I'm gonna take it to the G. There we go. All right. Do me a favor, guys. They gotta back up. Yeah. I apologize. What you mean? I just told you. How you gonna walk? No. I don't know. I walked over there to separate it, and I got punched. That's it. She seen me. She said, "Get up, bro." I'm trying to break it up. Right. Oh, punch me. That's it. Yeah. You gotta control yourself. That's it.
That would never happen. Listen, it doesn't matter. He punched that girl.
6955 X-ray radio.
What happened to the other girl? The girl she had the conflict with.
6955 X-ray. Show me my 16G.
He would never.
Starting mileage 12684. Yeah. I gotta go. I don't know.
I
know why we're
Tiny, answer your phone.
Appreciate you, bro.
What did she do?
Nothing.
Security was separating a fight.
Nothing.
I was assisting.
He hit a woman. He abused a woman.
She ran up.
And I
Combo of like a push punch. And
he put me in handcuffs because I was not in agreement
so
with
I'm gonna take referees.
My God.
I didn't violate too much respect.
My God. My God. Look at the videotape, ma'am.
That is so disrespectful.
Do you need to go to the hospital?
God is not pleased. Don't put your
So listen. Maybe if you wasn't drinking, maybe if you wasn't drinking, maybe if you wasn't drinking, you would have known that I walked over there to separate it. So there you go. And that's why you're going to jail.
This woman has done nothing to him, Lord. He put his hands upon her, and I could not sit and watch him sin, Lord. I observed him, and he, in the name of Jesus, Lord, he has been touched by a devil in the demonic spirit, Lord, that he has put his hands upon me in retaliation, and Lord, in his demonic spirit, Lord, I'm going to let him live in what he has lived in, Lord, and he's not going to succeed, but he's going to do what he's going to do in this moment. But Lord, you said vengeance is mine, and I will repay, Lord. I will love that you repay. I hope that you seek mercy on this man. Seek mercy on this man. Because he beat this woman. I bet his cameras wasn't working. Right when he was outside of that place, when he was standing, he was beating that woman.
I think you got it confused. I really do.
You had it.
No, I think you have it confused.
Everybody was there that saw it. And
Everybody was there?
how much you try to pay them people there?
You know I'm sitting in the car, right? So I don't know what
You were not sitting in the. Are you serious?
who was beating on that lady.
You beat on that woman.
You know I have this camera on the whole time. So who? Why are you? What woman did I beat? Which woman did I beat?
At the place we were just at.
At Red Martini, I was sitting in the car. You
It's
can't.
called Red Martini. It's called Red Martini.
That's what I said. I said Red Martini.
Outside of the place, you had put your hands on that woman without causing provocation.
What woman did I put my hands
She did
on?
not put her hands on you. She was not aggressive with you. She was not abusive with you, sir.
Yeah, I think
you put your hands on her without
I
causing.
think you had too much to. I think you had too much. I think you had too much to drink.
Are you serious? I didn't have.
I think you had too much to drink because you can't remember what happened.
Hold on. First of all,
You can't remember what happened.
I wasn't driving, sir.
I didn't say anything about
Be very
driving.
careful with what you say.
I didn't say anything about driving.
But what you did was put your hands on that lady, and then you
Okay.
punched me to the ground. Please call the people that you have. Please, without.
So the lady that got offended, she got graze on her arm, on both her arms, and she's claiming that she hit her head when she fell down.
No, he pushed me to the ground, and so whoever fell down, ain't no problem.
What was that?
He pushed me to the ground. But y'all got the cameras, right? I respect it all, whatever you have to do. I respect whatever you're doing. I respect it. I respect it. I would never sit back and watch you abuse a woman and put your hands on a woman that you don't want to do something. I would never. I would never. I would never. And I but for you to put me in handcuffs because I would not watch it is disrespectful. Say I beat a police officer? Are you kidding me? That is crazy. I would because what you call it is just prosecution and consequence.
I can't.
This is harassment.
You don't want to provide a name.
Run me into
you can't provide a name.
It's a pod, cell, what? Take take me where you need to take me. I will get a fingerprint and they can find out who I am.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Don't play with me.
That's not how it works.
Into the pod.
That's not how it works.
Please. Stop playing with me and harassing me.
That's not how it works.
It will work like that, I promise.
I need a name and date of birth.
No.
All right, then
You
we
should
just.
have known that when you harassed
We're gonna sit here
me
then.
to the ground.
All right.
Run me to the you punched me to the ground.
All right, we're gonna sit here.
Yeah. Well, we'll be here all night.
That's fine.
What's your what's up?
That's fine. I don't have to lie. The camera tell everything. Then there is no reason to lie.
I pray to God you had your camera.
Yeah, it was on, so I can't wait. Yeah. Oh, guys answering your call.
What you need help spelling?
No, I don't need help spelling anything.
L-I-E-S.
No, I just need help spelling your name. I'm trying to.
Somebody in, you don't need to.
You trying to? Bro, I'm not going to county. Well, you making it take longer. I'm just gonna finish the report. Don't worry about it.
L-I-E-S.
Okay. You want to go home? Do you want to get booked in so your friends can get you?
I'm gonna go home regardless. Where I be in here with Young Thug. I ain't Woody.
Yeah.
I've been watching his show. Listen.
I want you to. I want to book you in.
Yeah.
You don't want to get booked in though.
I could give a.
You don't care to get booked in.
And what you do. I would love for you to pick up the phone and call who I asked you to call. Call the people that I asked you to call. Call Stan, call Kylie, call.
They okay for who? Call them for who? Call them for who?
Me.
I don't know who you are. What
You
you?
don't know who I am.
I don't know who you are.
Let's pause this body camera video just for a second to thank Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring it. I mean, I think it's pretty clear from the body cameras we cover, it's not always safe out there. And when you're hurt, it can be pretty confusing and... Okay, let's get back to that body.
And call them and ask them.
Awesome.
Ask them. And would I ever put my hands on a man more and less?
Ask them who?
More or less an officer. Would I ever?
Oh, you did.
No, I didn't. You did. You.
I'm the officer. What hands am I gonna put on officer?
You punched that woman to the ground and then did me. So don't ever try me. In God's name. Listen.
Listen.
And I pray for you because I just prayed for you right now, and I hope you heard it.
Listen.
I heard it. I hope you
Instead
heard
of going
it,
back
sir.
and forth.
I hope you heard it. I don't care what you say, but I hope you heard it because I'm gonna tell you, coonery don't go but too far.
So,
coonery don't go but too far.
Who's displaying it?
Coonery don't go but too far.
Who's displaying
I hope
it?
and pray that you understand who God is.
All right.
Thank you. I hope you understand who the Lord is. Your radio is doing what it needs to do. It's not, my sir. My God. Take me where I need to go because you're harassing me. It's called false imprisonment. Take me where I need to go. I should never be sitting in a police car for 80 minutes. And I am not under arrest.
You are under arrest.
Said I'm under. You are under
You
arrest.
are under
You have the
arrest.
right to remain silent. Any way you say anything you say can be or will be used against you in a court of law. You have not told me that. You have not told me what I'm under arrest for. You have not told me what I have done. Let's be very clear. This is false imprisonment. This is malicious prosecution. Please understand what you.
Ma'am, you are under arrest for disorderly conduct. And you are going to the Atlanta City Jail.
Disorderly conduct, sir.
You are going to the Atlanta City Jail.
Disorderly conduct, please, sir. At this moment.
Okay, I'll give you.
Tell me what I have done, sir, please.
I told you.
What did I do?
But do you want to argue or do you want me to talk and you want me to let you talk? Okay, are you gonna let me talk?
Because I didn't.
All right, so let me talk. Okay, so let me talk. Okay, so let me talk. So
what was the disorder?
Can I talk
You
now?
punched that woman in the face and knocked her to the ground, and then you did me the same.
Ma'am.
What did you tell me?
Okay, you want me to talk now?
I could tell me. What's my
I'm gonna
disorder?
tell you.
I want
So
to know
you
my
got disorderly conduct, acting in a violent and tumultuous manner towards me.
What did I do, sir?
So there was a fight going. Listen, you asking me. You're asking
You
me.
mean the fight that you did?
No, listen. Are you asking me? Are you? Okay, you asking me what?
Tell me what I did.
I'm telling you. Look.
Because
I'm talking to you.
You're gonna have to kill me, sir. At the end of the
No, I don't have to kill you. I
yourself.
don't have to
What
kill
you
you.
gonna have to do?
So listen.
I'm just trying to figure
Ma'am,
out.
I'm trying to talk to you. Why you keep
You're
talking?
gonna have to kill me.
You keep talking.
To protect yourself and what you've done tonight.
Listen, you keep talking.
You're gonna have to make sure.
Do you want to know what happened or no?
Please.
I'm sitting in my patrol car.
You were sitting here.
I was sitting in my patrol car.
You punched that woman in the face.
No. I was sitting in a patrol car. There was a loud commotion going on, arguing, some sort of fight going on. I walked over there. I seen security with a female.
What female? Was it me?
No.
Oh, great.
So whatever female that was whatever happened to her, security was trying to calm her down.
What, before you got there?
Before I got there, exactly. So before I got there, I guess she was in an altercation with a male.
No, she was never in an altercation with a male. You punched
She was. I never punched her.
You did.
I'm telling you, I did.
I
don't have to.
watched you.
You watched me punch somebody?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
What else? So what happened with me?
Man.
Where did I come in?
Security was calming the lady down. Let me talk. Listen. Why are you trying to argue? Let me talk. Let me talk. No, you asked me to tell you what happened.
Siri, call.
Ma'am.
Collie Coy Span somebody.
Ma'am.
Call the.
Can I book? Do you want to get booked in?
Call me, please.
Okay. I need your name and date of. Okay, I need your name and date of birth to put you in the city.
You know
your name. I don't know who you are. Your name and date of birth has to go on this ticket.
No, you book me in.
Your name has to go on this ticket.
Fingerprint me, they'll understand.
Ma'am, your name has to go on this ticket.
Relax and get me
I'm
there.
telling you, your name has to go on this ticket.
Don't ever disrespect who I am.
Your name has to go on this ticket.
Always on the news. Relax.
I have no idea who you are.
And you will.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Your job.
I'm not losing my job. I'm not losing my job.
Okay.
So.
But here's the thing. The money.
Okay, I think the county. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You going for this little money?
Don't worry about it. I think the county will get you. They'll be able to book. Yeah.
Which county?
We'll go to Rice Street.
What county is this? Where are we?
No, don't worry about it.
What county is this? Take me here. I want to book in.
You don't want to book in. I'm asking for your name and date of birth so I can write it on the ticket to book you in. You don't want to.
I want to book in.
All right. 6955 X-ray radio. 6955 X-ray. Could you raise the supervisor to 2? Or could you raise 93 to 2? Hey, 93, could I give you a 20? 6955 X-ray.
Hey, firm, you ready to copy?
Hey, firm.
470-985-8124.
Copy. Hey, it's Wadsworth. Female disorderly. She refused to identify herself. No ID on her, no bag, no nothing. Do you know if you have a fingerprint scanner at the precinct, or if she can be booked in? Okay, I'll raise zone 5 also. All right. 6955 X-ray to zone 5 radio. 6955 X-ray. Do we have a unit with a fingerprint scanner that can 5-9 with me by city jail?
Who it is, any unit with a finger?
No, what you want to hear? I'm just on a trip.
994 about 26. How far about?
Ma'am, I'm trying to get this process.
You.
Okay. I'm trying to get this process.
You.
Okay. I'm trying to get this process.
You. I'm praying for you right now. Don't talk to me. Like I'm really praying for your spirit.
But anyways, the Indian is 596-9558. That's this is Joe with a fingerprint scanner.
That's Grady.
You're allowed to have one at Grady.
That's okay. There's a unit that has the fingerprint scanner at Grady. There's only one unit.
Take me where you want to take me. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of jail. I'm not scared of none of it. Take me where you need to take me.
Units at Grady.
Take me where you need to take me. Stop harassing me.
All right, man.
I just pray for you.
So listen.
Take me where you need to take me. I'm
Ma'am.
not scared of you or jail. Please
Ma'am.
take me where you need to take
Listen.
me. No, I could give a take me where you want to take me. You're not
Ma'am.
going to harass me, and I'm not. I could give a
Listen. Listen.
You stop playing with me. You have beat a woman and you beat me to the ground.
Ma'am.
Take me where you want to take me.
I can't take
No,
you. I don't
take
have any
me.
identification on
And
you.
I don't care. You don't need identification. You have
I
locked
do.
people up, and you have picked up dead bodies when you don't know who bodies it was,
Ma'am.
but you picked them up.
Ma'am.
Take me where you need to take me.
I'm trying to.
No, take me where you need to take me immediately, expeditiously.
You're preventing
Take
that.
me. I could give a. Take me where you want to
So
take me.
how do you want me to take you somewhere
now?
expeditiously?
Now, take me where you want to take me. I pray for you. I promise I pray for you because
Ma'am.
your life, you have a long life to live. I promise you. I pray for you.
Ma'am, I need your
I
first name and
pray
last
for you,
name,
sir.
please.
Listen to me.
So I can book you in so you
The
can
last
go on with your day. So you can go on with your day.
Sir, the last
done with me.
person the last person that ever tried me like this died 30 days later. I pray for you. And I pray for you. My God.
I'm trying to book you in
My God.
so you can
Right
go.
now in Jesus' name, I
chill
pray
out,
this.
and you can
Lord,
go
I
home.
pray.
I'm trying to book you in.
He's a woman abuser, Lord. He abused that woman outside. He had tried to abuse me, Lord. Right now, I ask that you forgive him. I ask that you put in his heart and his spirit, Lord. I pray that you let him live and understand. I pray. He don't understand, Lord. And if he feels this is a mockery, Lord, please let him understand. See what this
Ma'am,
is.
I'm trying to get
Please
you booked
let him
in so you
understand.
can go
Lord,
home.
he doesn't understand what this is. He doesn't understand the spirit of God because he's understand.
Ma'am.
He's understood what the good old boy
Ma'am.
Proud Boys is. He understood what Illuminati is, but he don't know what you are. It's not on my hands. It's on that woman's hands that he beat to the ground just a minute ago that I wouldn't watch. Let him take me where I need to be.
Ma'am, I need your name so I can take you where you want to go.
Home where I need to be.
Where do you want to go?
Let me make it
You want to go home?
where I need to be, Lord.
Listen,
at
I'm
this
cutting you.
moment.
Listen,
No, because
I'm cutting-
asked
I'm
you
getting-
to
I'm
call.
giving- I'm not giving you
I asked
space.
you to call. You got his number. I
What's
asked
your
you to
name?
call. Collie.
give me your name.
Cyrus.
Okay, so give me your name and I'll call Collie.
him. Cyrus Collie.
Give me your
Call
name.
him.
Give me your name and I'll
him.
call him.
Call him now.
Give me your name and I'll call him.
He will know with my voice. Call
All right,
him right
don't worry
now.
about it. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
He said I beat an officer allegedly. So why would you take me to the city jail? What is city about beating the county officer, sir?
Who's a county officer? I'm not a county officer.
What are you? A city? Oh, you're a city officer, the city of Atlanta. Oh my God. You found something? It's fine.
APD, I got one in custody.
You're wasting your time. Because my people live the world is this man going? Why would he not be getting me out this car? This is harassment. All things, and I respect what in law enforcement to make something look like a real arrest. I respect it by all means, but for you to ever say I would be the officer to try to get an arrest about home. Don't touch me.
I can't step up.
For what? I wasn't cuffed. I wasn't when it needed to. Shut the f up. You look like a was trying to eat on me before and I never let him. Relax. Shut the f up and stop touching me.
Don't.
Yeah, stop touching me. Get the f out of me. Stop touching. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I got it. I can walk on my own. Don't touch me. This be the woman and think I'm about to watch it and be cool with it. You weird. And get your own. Listen. We'll see. I can go over. But you just need a name?
Yeah.
You just need to be a run to the ground. Or want me to walk. Look at that.
Oh, just drinking too much, man.
Now what about him?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right here. Yeah.
What's your name? What was his name?
Wadsworth.
Who?
Wadsworth.
Wadsworth. Got it. Thank you. What's your name? I asked him to call somebody for me and he didn't. So what's your name? Al. when I get to call somebody, please, I'll talk to you. I asked him to call Cyrus Colley.
Didn't pop up.
Call Cyrus, please. Thank you. Cyrus Colley, thank you. Our court needs to be 01. Thank you. Please, thank you. Cyrus Colley. One of the other. Call him. They're one of my boys.
See what I got to deal with, bro. Nothing, bro. As soon as you got him, bro.
And he said I caught him. What are we doing?
We can't identify you.
And what are we doing?
You got to leave.
Leave where? Where are we going?
Back in the car.
Just the jail? Why can't I go to the jail?
You don't want to get booked in. You don't want to provide a name.
So
what's your name?
What's your name?
And your date of birth.
Call Colley. You got Colley. You know.
I don't know who Colley is.
You don't know who Colley is? He don't work for Atlanta Police Department.
He does?
Yes.
But I still don't know.
Can you call Colley? Do you know Colley?
No.
You acting like you don't know Colley.
We don't.
We don't know who Colley
Can we get your name? So
You don't know Colley.
Can we get
Cyrus
your name?
Colley.
Yes, I know.
Call Todd Court.
What's your name?
Call Span.
Okay.
Lucian Span. One of the. Call him.
You don't have to know. But you can't get booked in. We don't have your name and your date of
Sir,
birth.
nobody cares. If somebody committed a murder, you would be booking them in regardless. Because you don't give a
Okay, all right. Come on. All right, we got to go.
This is harassment. Don't touch me.
Come on.
I can walk on my own. Don't touch me.
All right, come on.
Don't touch me.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
We ain't no idea.
Because you don't want to call them because you know you're going to be on the shit. It's crazy. Okay, what's work? Okay.
Where you went? To the party? You was at a concert?
He beat the to the ground. I was leaving. I don't know the girl. I was just sitting in a line waiting to get the food. And he just I was watching. I don't know this girl. I've never met her a day in my life.
Oh, I'm checking the county.
Hey, if something happens to me,
We got you. You in Wise
y'all
Park.
don't make listen to me. Where's your camera? You can't let me get in this car with this lunatic.
Give me your name. If you give me your name, then you'll be booked here. You'll be with us. Just give me your name.
No.
What's your name?
No. Call. Do what
I don't know. I don't know them people.
Call Colley. You do
I don't
know.
know Colley.
Yes, you do.
Who is that? Where she work?
Him.
Where he working?
Atlanta Police Department.
Well, I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do. Do you know Faggot?
No.
Shadara Bennett. Yes, you do.
I don't know you.
Yes, you do.
If you give me your name, then you stay here.
Levi. Call him.
I don't know their numbers.
You don't know Levi.
I know who he is, but I don't have his number.
Call them all.
And tell him I can't. How am I going to tell? I got somebody.
Call them and I will say hello. And they will know who I am.
You can't do that.
It's harassment. It's harassment. And I will call. Are you recording this?
I appreciate it.
You're losing this. Are you recording this?
Ma'am, you can be here and stay here, and your friends can pick you up.
No.
The ones that were in the Audi.
Listen to
That's
me.
it. All I have to do is put your name and date of birth on here, so you can get booked in.
You
That's
a
all.
lie. You're a liar.
I'm telling you what I'm telling you.
What you're accusing me of, you're a liar.
Disorderly
You beat
conduct.
that to the ground and you hit me to the
have
ground.
the wrong person.
Yes, that was you.
No, you're drunk, and I'm
I
telling you.
don't even drink like that, you
Come on.
weirdo.
And that's why you're acting like
Are
this.
you going to give us the information so you can stay here or you get back in the car?
Are you gonna let me die in the car with this?
You're not going to die.
Good luck.
These club extra jobs, these club jobs, care if anything comes up. What's your phone number? We're trying to call Fannin and Collie.
You call Collie.
All right, what's his number?
Call him.
All right,
Somebody know his number. If somebody know his number.
And then you gonna give us your name?
And no, I will talk to him.
No, where you gonna need?
I will talk to him.
That's all I get.
Book me in and let me go. Take me anywhere I need to go. I will go in this place. Book me wherever you.
You ready to go in?
I will book. Take me where I need to go. Book me.
They told you that they need your name to book you in. You don't want to provide your name, so all right then.
So what we gonna do? Sit here all day?
Here we are, I guess.
Okay, call Collie. Call Collie.
What's his number?
You got his number.
I don't have his number.
You act like you don't know who Collie is?
Oh, it's 4:30. It's 4:30 in the morning. How about you call him when you get out? There you go.
Who Collie is?
You call him when you get out.
You don't know who Collie is? Are you acting like?
Do you want to get booked in or? Do you want to get booked in or not?
Sir.
Ma'am, do you want to get booked in, please?
I'm asking you this one question.
Do you want to get booked in?
Hold on. Let me ask you.
All right.
Do you not know who Cyrus Collie is? Excuse me. Do you not know who Cyrus Collie is? Okay. Do you not know? Freeman?
Hopefully it works.
What works? Freeman? What works, Freeman? Hopefully what works? We did!
But that's it.
Oh, come on.
I'm on the airline. Radio.
You need Freeman? Freeman, what do you need? Freeman, what's my charge? But do you know? Why you figure? Hold on. Why you figure? Do you know why? Hold on.
One more thing.
Hold on. Why you're fingerprinting me? Tell me what the rest is.
It takes one more thing.
Freeman, you're not
Disorderly conduct. Huh? Disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct.
What was the disorderly conduct? Can you ask me?
Ma'am, I took disorderly conduct. I was separating the incident, came over, punched me.
I never punched you.
Okay, that's what happened. Okay.
No. I want to know what I've been arrested for.
Disorderly conduct.
Where's the arrest?
You have to take it.
Where? Raymond?
It's up there. You wrote your ticket. Called your ticket.
Your boss. Who's your boss?
I can take it.
Who's your boss?
You?
Call her.
They're not working.
I'm not agreeing with you. Am I? You not told me what I'm arrested for. Because he took me in. Freeman?
What I'm saying is,
She's standing, Freeman.
yeah, I'm trying to see.
So why would you give me on the paper, on the telephone, but you couldn't give me on the real system? Why wouldn't you give me on the real system, Freeman? Can we go inside and take a break? I want to be on camera. Is it on? Is it really on? So tell me, hold on, put me on camera. Hold on, put me on camera, Freeman. No. Tell me what I'm arrested for, Freeman, before you try to do all this.
What's your first and last name?
Freeman, tell me what I'm arrested for.
I already told you disorderly conduct. What's your
What
first
was the
and last
disorder? Because I watched him beat a down to the ground and then beat me to the
name? What's your
ground?
first and last name?
Freeman. Stop playing. Play with your mom.
What's your first and last name?
Play with somebody else, Freeman. You can Google me and find me anywhere in America.
What's your name?
Find somebody else. Call somebody. I told him who to call. I told him who to call and to ask him who I was. I told him to call. I said no. Because that's against my will. Thank you, Freeman.
So, they gonna take a John Doe? Huh? They gonna take a Jane Doe? John Doe?
I mean, they used to. I don't know if they still do.
Collie?
What the thing is.
I found his number from the city email.
Yeah, I mean.
But yeah, I ought to get him involved in that. Okay.
perhaps let's see his and see how it's looking.
It doesn't work that way. You can always subpoena.
Oh, you know I will.
And you can do
And I'm
that.
gonna do it tomorrow.
Well, it might not be tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to subpoena this. Call it whatever you want. You
I'm
get
going to release from the jail. I'm just trying to help you.
Call it what you want to do. I asked him to call who I asked him to call, but he said.
And I texted he's asleep. I know Kylie personally as well. And I tried to contact him. He's asleep.
You have how many numbers you got?
I have 2.
Both of them. You got both of them?
What is he going to do for you today, right now?
I don't know. I've never been both when I tried in the city of Atlanta.
Okay. He still doesn't make the decision to unarrest you. But we can't call him to
call your
assist
sheriff.
him. I'm sorry?
Call your sheriff.
Sheriff, we don't work for Fulton County Sheriff.
Who do you for city of Atlanta?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is your chief now?
Chief Sherbon.
Who?
Chief Sherbon.
How long they been here?
Sherbon, I don't know. He's been here a really long time. He was my major before he been a chief. Chief, how long has he been a chief? Maybe a year or 2.
Okay, I'm about to say it ain't been long.
But I still don't know how that's relevant right now. Again, we're going to take you down to Fulton County. We're trying to get you identified there. We're just trying to help you. If you don't mind being here, you said you can be all
Sir,
day, all week.
ma'am, I don't even know what I'm being arrested for at this point, ma'am. If you can tell me
It's a city charge, but
call me city charge.
once
Call
we
me
get her name, it can escalate.
But can you tell
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
but
Yeah, I'm
can
just
you
gonna do a
tell
county
me-
charge
You
when we
can't
get.
scare me with that. You can tell me what I've been arrested for, and I will be very.
It's a city charge obstruction.
No, he said.
Disorderly conduct. No, see, yeah, it's disorderly.
Oh wow, they changing the charges as we speak.
It's disorderly
So
conduct.
what was the what's the charge?
I just said.
What's the charge?
Disorderly conduct.
What did I do?
Man, we went over this.
What did I do?
Violent emotion, acting violent emotion.
What did I do?
You interfered as I was talking to somebody and punched me in my chest. I'm not charging you with battery on a law enforcement officer. I'm charging you with disorderly conduct. You can go home. You can signature bond out.
So right now, like I said, he's not charged.
Give me a city charge.
And again, it will be that never happened. What we're doing right now is giving you a city charge. He's giving you option to give you a city charge.
respect what you're
Once he goes to Fulton County and get your full correct name,
you gonna make up something else?
He's gonna put a state charge of physically assaulting him.
Okay.
So
he gonna make something up?
No. If he shows and he says
gonna
that
make something up?
you put your hands on him.
No, he put his hands on
But
me.
I just wanted to see
Why do I look like? You think I went out looking like this? I didn't go out looking like this. That man put his hands on me, and he put a hand on another woman. It wasn't me, ma'am. I don't know that. I don't even know the woman he put his hands on.
Well, I haven't Mirandized you, so I'm not gonna ask you.
Exactly. He didn't either.
And he didn't either.
Correct. Because if I'm not under arrest, then why he didn't Mirandize me?
You don't have to. Unless I'm questioning you.
Okay.
Which I'm not about.
So who's talking to me then? Am I just talking?
I can speak to you. I can ask you your name, and I can see how you and cooperate with you to get your name. I'm not asking you about the incident that occurred. I'm not asking you about your crime.
He tell you I went in there?
Yeah.
And I got finger running.
You got scanned to see if you can come into the system.
And what happened?
If you've been arrested.
What happened?
It didn't come back because you're not cooperating with us. So
you saying I didn't cooperate?
Because you're not giving us
You
your
said I
name.
didn't scan
You're
my
not giving
hand?
us your name.
You said I didn't do my fingerprints?
So at this point, I was just coming to you, Sergeant Daniels. You'll be going to Fulton County Jail to be processed and scanned there. If you don't come back, you'll just be going back to
What's your first name?
I don't have to give you that. My dash number is 7162. I'm not arrested.
But hold on, I'm not either. Allegedly.
You are. You are
So you said
arrested, ma'am.
I'm arrested now.
You
At
are.
what point was I?
Once he left that location with you,
That's what I thought. I thought so too, but I didn't know what I was arrested for.
But again, I'm sergeant.
So you're saying it was, now you're saying it was, you're saying he made up something else. What are you saying it was, or what's the real charge? Because I just want to make sure I have the charge down. It was obstruction.
It's
What was it?
disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you said something else. I just want to make sure.
I'm not the arresting officer, so it
I
doesn't matter what I
appreciate that. I
say
just
when
want to
it
make
came to
sure.
your charges. I'm not arresting you. So if he told you your charges previously, that's
He
the
never
charges.
told me, ma'am. So I'm
But you said I changed your charges, so you knew.
No, but so I didn't know shit.
Okay,
So I just
I'm not
wanted to
gonna
make
go back and
sure.
forth. I just wanted to see if you wanted to cooperate before we took you
Cooperate with
somewhere
what?
else. With your name.
You can't get my fingerprints?
I want you to put your toe in. I don't want your toe to get
My toe is in.
Oh, you're here. Hold on. He's gonna put your seatbelt back on.
Go down to county.
So hurt me. So I just get beat up. I just get arrested for the first beat up.
Can't watch your phone.
I wasn't there. So you can ask the judge whenever that happens. All right. Can you put your foot in?
Daniel, thank you so much, Daniel.
All right, thank you.
Dan.
Yeah, now, this here was an Atlanta judge. This is an Atlanta judge that got arrested after going out to the club. She got arrested, and the cop said that she hit him. She pushed him and I guess smacked him or punched him. So he arrested her for the disorderly conduct. Now, if she didn't hit him, or if she did hit him, she didn't have to act this childish. She acted real childish the whole time. And when she goes back and looks at this tape, she's going to say, wow, I was acting very childish. And the judges in Atlanta are presiding over people's lives. These are the people that are dealing with other people's lives and making a decision on if they free or if they go to jail. This is just out of control, man. When you look at the judges, I spoke about the Judge Glanville first. First, I spoke about Judge Glanville, about how he was handling Young Thug's case, how he was secretly having a meeting with the witness without the defense knowing. These are judges. They know the rules. They study the rules. They go to school for the law. But it's a lot of games that are played inside the justice system. People don't understand until you have a mishap with the justice system to understand the games they play. But let me know what y'all think about the situation with the judge. Go back and check the video about Judge Glanville and how he didn't want to recuse himself. That's at the beginning of the video. And you can see how he doesn't want to recuse himself. And Young Thug's lawyer is putting the motion in to get him removed off the case. And he's standing his grounds. The judge wanted Young Thug's lawyer to tell him where he got a certain information from about the judge having this meeting that he didn't want to disclose. So Young Thug's lawyer stood up and said, I'm not telling you. The judge threatened him, I'm going to send you to jail. You got 5 minutes to tell me where you got this information and I'm sending you to jail. The judge sent him to jail. The lawyer filed the motion to get the Supreme Court to look at it, to get the judge off the case, and to not have the judge preside over the contempt. So he's trying to get the judge removed all the way. The judge should just remove himself. But I'm sure he doesn't want to remove himself because that's going to make him look like he tapped out. But what's going to happen is they're going to end up removing him. Leave a comment, man. Let me know what y'all think about the situation, man. Let me know how y'all feel about the system in Georgia, the Fulton County justice system. Let me know, man. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Deezy, man. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Now.